Caliper CBD powder is the only clinically proven fast-acting CBD. When we first got the powder for the drinks and the food, I thought there couldn't possibly be any better CBD product in the world. And then Caliper sent me their Swift Sticks, flavored packets that go straight onto the tongue.
Let me see you put that on your tongue, Will. Let me see that.
And Mark is making the drink as well.
Look how much I stirred it. 2 seconds.
So fast. Immediately ready. Let's go. Here we go. Cheers. No matter how you like to take Caliper CBD, you're going to love it. Caliper delivers 30 times more CBD in the first 30 minutes versus CBD oil. Always THC free. Feel better without the high. No weird taste. No oily residue. Mixes easily into any food or drink. All natural, vegan, non-GMO, free of fillers, added chemicals, or artificial flavors. You can try Caliper CBD risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. That's trycaliper.com/factor. Don't forget promo code FACTOR for 20% off your first order.
Good morning
and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Monday, May 17th, 2021, episode number 690 of Hard Factor. That's 69 with an extra zero. Pretty cool.
Drop that zero.
That's right. Drop that zero. Get with the hero. You know what I mean? I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and Bubba producing. Full house today on episode 690 of Hard Factor. Fellas, did you have a fun weekend? Did you have a good time this weekend?
I'd say so.
Good.
First time alone in 8 weeks. It was
that's nice. Cat's away. The mice
cat
play.
was away.
Yeah, if by play you mean open up Wes's Mozilla browser.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
yeah, buddy.
No history.
No history there.
Private browsing.
It's like it never happened.
That's right.
You got to clear the chamber.
What an endorsement for Mozilla.
Yeah.
Speaking of having fun, shout out to listener Laura Lynn in the Heart of High for drunk dialing the voicemail line. We'll take all the drunk dials that you want to give us. We're excited to play that and others this Friday. Voicemail numbers 512-270-1480. Also, thank you to Laura Lynn for the beautiful shirt you sent us for the baby girl. I really appreciate it.
Nice.
Special shirt, guys. And then today's observances is National Cherry Cobbler Day and Mushroom Hunting Day in America. So those are pretty cool. Lots of good causes
unique.
too. Yeah, very unique.
There's probably a few people that like really enjoy their cherry cobbler after a long day of mushroom hunting, but just a few.
Well, right. And also mushroom hunting's got me thinking like magic mushrooms too. Like I would just take some mushrooms and play Mario all day if I didn't have to watch a baby.
It's also, you can make a lot of money hunting mushrooms if you know where they are. Let me tell you.
Truffles.
Big stocky.
Truffles
right.
are where the money's at.
You need a pig or like a dog, and then you're in the money.
That's treasure hunting like next level. You have a live metal detector.
Yeah, well, I hope there's metal mushrooms then, Wes, because that's what we're looking for. Is
I know.
things with metal.
Also, anti-homophobia and hypertension awareness day. So some good awareness days there. Yeah,
nice.
I got nothing else. For housekeeping stuff. What do you guys got? Nothing.
My hands are clean.
All right, let's do
like
the
my
news.
Browser.
Yeah.
Nice. Mozilla. Remember, Mozilla. Let's do the news. First up is the Daily Buzz, and today it's only two. It's the number 2 and a number 1. But there's lots of pieces to both the number 2 and the number 1. Number 2 is sports. It was a huge sports weekend, including the Preakness Stakes, where Rombauer pulled an upset victory over both Medina Spirit and Midnight Bourbon. Guess it's harder to win when you're under PED investigation.
Thank God one of Baffert's 2 horses didn't win. He had another favorite. The other guy was a favorite too. Concert Tour.
Oh, really? He had a second one in there?
He had 2 of the top 5 favorites. So I was like, he lost, thank God.
Yeah, he's banned from Churchill Downs. He's still racing this year.
Yeah.
I'm soured on just horse racing in general. I feel like this is like the 95 baseball season after the strike. Like
I bet on the junkie because I thought that he was going to be juiced again and was going to go off.
I bet on the true winner, and Vegas owes me $3,000, and they're not paying during the Kentucky Derby. So it's like, throw my money away at the Preakness.
You bet on Mandaloon.
Yeah, with that junkie out there.
Ouch. Yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting watching. Like, did you guys watch the Preakness, like the coverage?
Yeah, begrudgingly.
5
minutes. Yeah, they had
to
to
the jockeys.
so small.
It's like they're talking on helium the whole time.
My wife was like really ripping into him. She was doing like the Lollipop Guild, and she was like saying whatever they would come on. She was like singing like she was really ripping into those little people. But what's it called? The coverage of the Preakness, like they couldn't help but address that horse racing's fucked now. Like it was so depressing. Like the experts.
Well, right. They're like,
we're so sorry.
Be half the size of last week.
In 2022, we're gonna have anti-doping testing, Olympic style. But until then, we're just a farce. And it was really depressing. It was like,
well,
it was also in Baltimore, which doesn't help.
Right. It's a party though.
But that's what I like about the Preakness is that it's in Baltimore, and it would be fun.
Stuffy. No,
I wish.
I was thinking the whole time, why the fuck haven't we been?
I've been to the Preakness one time, and I saw a guy get laid out by a little redneck. It was like he was like this big like football player, and I guess they were throwing the football back and forth. They were right next to us in the infield, and it went and hit one of the rednecks girls in their group. And the guy came over to get the fucking ball. They started talking shit. The redneck threw the ball and then jacked this dude, and he fell backwards into an inflatable pool. He broke his nose. And
holy shit!
The cops came. The guy actually came back though later. The guy that got his nose broken, all bandaged up. So like, kudos to him for that. But he got the shit. He got
the water
his nose broke
in the pool turn red from the blood.
Yes, it did.
That's a sick.
He got punched into the pool.
He got punched into the pool. He fell back into the pool. His nose was gushing blood. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
That's Baltimore, baby.
Yeah. It does look like more of a party. I mean, obviously the Kentucky Derby is a party too, but you have to wear very expensive clothing, and
I mean,
you're bumping into celebrities. In Baltimore, you're not bumping into celebrities.
No.
You're just getting fucking ripped.
You're bumping into needles, and you say, "Is that needle clean?"
Bumping into a couple lines.
Local celebrities. Yeah.
The start of the NHL playoffs, where everybody's favorite player, Tom Wilson of the Washington Capitals, scored the very first goal of the NHL playoffs on Saturday. I know everybody was so happy to see that.
That's gotta chap the Rangers fans' asses.
The Caps beat the Bruins. The Islanders beat the Penguins. The Wild beat the Knights. All three of those first three games of playoffs all went to overtime. And I haven't checked the Lightning and Panthers score before we started recording. NHL playoffs first round is 3 games a night. Better's paradise. Enjoy. It's also playoff beard time if you're rooting.
Hell yeah. You could have made quite a few dollars if you'd bet all 3 first games went to overtime in a parlay.
Fuck, yeah.
That would have been like 10,000 to 1.
That's good cannon money.
Yeah.
Well, and remember playoffs and NHL OT are continuous overtime with 5-on-5, so they can last forever. These first 3 games though were settled in the first round. First period of overtime. In soccer, Leicester upset.
Cover yours, Pat.
Yeah, sorry,
cover yours, Pat.
Leicester upset Chelsea to win the FA Cup and the EPL on Saturday, and on Sunday, Liverpool won from a goalkeeper header in stoppage time, which is extremely rare. The EPL, also reminder, has both Champions League final teams on May 29th. EPL having a big time year in the trends for the lads over there.
Super interesting.
Yeah, well, they're trending. They're trending all over the place. UFC 262 on Saturday. Charles Oliveira claimed the UFC lightweight title, stopping Michael Chandler with a barrage of punches early in the second round. And I didn't. Mark, do you know anything? Our UFC?
No,
guy?
yeah. I mean, I stayed off that card. It was scary. Oliveira was like the slight favorite, very slight favorite. He was on a 6-fight winning streak. Chandler came in from the other big organization. He knocked out somebody in his first UFC fight and got the title fight. I would have bet on Chandler. Luckily I didn't.
Nice.
And then Tony Ferguson is washed, man. He lost his 3rd fight in a row by stoppage. Ooh. 3rd in a row in the past
tough for that
12 months.
Guy.
Yeah.
All right, final sports update. Vanessa Bryant accepted Kobe's NBA Hall of Fame induction on Saturday night, and the NBA playoffs draws even closer as well, with seeding coming into place. The Knicks locked up the number 4 seed in the East, and starting on Tuesday, we have the play-in tournament. So that's Indiana, Charlotte, Boston, Washington, the Lakers, Golden State, Memphis, and San Antonio. So those games are 2 games a night. Tuesday through Friday night, I believe, and then we have the whole playoffs after that. So again, you have NHL playoffs, you have NBA playoffs.
Sports.
It's a gambling dream right now. So just enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, moving on to number 1 in the buzz, it's politics. So there was sports happened over the weekend and a lot of political shit too. Both parties are freaking out about masks. Some Democrats saying they will still wear them, like David Hogg and AOC, and some Republicans are saying this is an affront to their fellow citizens and it's a disrespect to humans who like to breathe air, like Matt Walsh, Tucker Carlson, and all the rest. Calm down, everybody. I think it's just everybody's personal opinion at this point. You can do what you want because you don't have to wear them if you don't want to. Both parties are big mad about what's going on in Israel and Palestine. Again, with AOC stepping into the ring a lot on behalf of Palestine over the weekend, along with this 8-year CNN contributor, Adil Raja, who's hoping for the second coming of Hitler, while Israel continues to deploy counter bombings on Gaza in exchange for incoming Hamas rockets. It's a very bad situation.
Hitler, huh?
Yeah, break that down, Will.
Is AOC anti-Semitic?
No, she says that, the U.S. supporting Israel is, creating human rights atrocities. And Adil Raja
going well over there, huh? If they want.
No,
Wes, that's the problem. Is when you start saying you don't support Israel, you're an anti-Semite. That's the problem.
This is not right, Wes.
Oh, we got here.
It sounds
supposed
like
to say every Muslim's anti-Semitic.
We talk about the Hitler guy.
the Hitler guy's
like it.
Let's move on.
Sounds like it.
You're a shit stir.
The Hitler guy is way crazier.
Pat, you're a bigger troll than I am on this show with your shit stirring. Don't give me that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Bubba, can you pop in and let us know if you think AOC? He says no. He doesn't want to deal with it.
Bubba says he's not touching this with a 10-foot
He's not
pole.
touching it. Yeah.
No, this Adil Raja guy, he's been writing for CNN for 8 years, and just out of the fucking blue on Sunday morning, he just tweets, "The world today needs a Hitler," obviously referring to he hopes that.
You gotta assume there's a little bit of exaggeration in there.
Or that was
he
a
deleted the
Saturday
tweet.
Night tweet.
Yeah.
That was
No, it was a
Saturday
Sunday.
night
It was a Sunday morning.
tweet.
It was
Yeah.
Sunday morning. It was bright and early. Birds were shining. I was drinking coffee, and I see that scroll across my feed, and my jaw hit the fucking floor because that guy's literally a writer for CNN. That's just
Not
fucking
no more.
insane.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's
not
hoping
anymore.
for Hitler to be reborn.
Yeah.
Wait
till HR gets there on
spinning his
Monday.
crazy yarn somewhere else.
Yeah, a deal. You should have thought about that one before firing it off. And the water, moving on, maybe getting hotter for Matt Gaetz, who was exposed for being a huge fan of escorts and cocaine by our boy Roger Sollenberger at the Daily Beast. And also the news is that his buddy Joel Greenberg, we talked about this a little bit on Friday, is said to be cooperating with the feds now. So not sure about how the actual crimes, if he's charged with what or what not, will play out. But once again, Hard Factor called Matt Gaetz being way overly horny long before the lamestream.
No,
meeting.
and a
We were
drug
months
addict.
ahead. Yeah.
And a drug there was that one there was that one congressional hearing where he had the crazy hair and the red eyes, and we were like, how late was he doing cocaine last night?
Don't make you an addict, okay?
Well, okay, but he got busted. He's been doing cocaine and ecstasy with the strippers. We called his partying habits and his horniness habits a year ago.
Easy to see.
Yeah. Also,
Very easy to see.
I want to let the listeners know.
Hey, that looks like he did cocaine all night. I know what that looks like.
Our phone number for Roger Stone is in fact good, and that's double confirmed. So we've tried to call Roger Stone a number of times on this show, mostly from Will's number randomly calling him, but it's a good number. So we're going to keep trying that. For you guys on the show.
We should definitely keep trying it. People say that Joel Greenberg has like dirt on like all these people, including potentially Roger Stone. So we'll see what comes of it. As of now, Gaetz is just saying, "Yeah, so what? I like escorts and cocaine.
I love cocaine.
I'm not leaving."
Escorts.
Yeah, he's still digging it.
Those are two good things.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, two things a lot of politicians
You
like.
ever had a hot dog without ketchup?
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's better when you're banging escorts. It's better to do cocaine with them. Just
I would
like
love
the
to have been
ketchup on a
Matt
hot dog.
Gaetz' buddy during all this. Is all I'm going to
Yeah.
say. You know, like,
Yep.
yeah, let's go.
Greenberg. You
Yeah,
wanted to be
but-
Greenberg.
Now
I wanted to be Greenberg. I would
No,
have loved to be
now
Greenberg.
he's charged with
Well,
sex with a minor.
Greenberg got
Well, not that
Gaetz
part,
a
but
fake
everything else.
ID. Greenberg
Wes-
took Gaetz
Wes is
back
gonna
to the
demand-
tax office, took taxpayers' money, and then took like a dead ID and was like, "Yeah, we'll print your face on this, Matt Gaetz," because he like lost his ID. Greenberg was doing anything and everything that Gaetz asked.
Right. Well, he wanted to keep the party going.
He's
As
good friends
Wes,
in the party, yeah.
As Wes would have too. Wes would have
Come
been
on,
doing
we
the
all
same
would've.
stuff.
Imagine
No.
if Hunter was up in the mix with these guys. That would have been
That's what I'm saying.
bipartisan.
They have more things in common than they don't. I mean, like Matt Gaetz and Hunter would be best friends if they just dropped the act.
You throw the My Pillow guy in there,
Yeah.
and his crack addiction.
They're having a night.
They're gonna burn down Florida.
They're having a night. Okay, finally, last political update of the buzz. As we correctly predicted last week, Trump or Biden ended up trending on Twitter on Sunday. Biden seems to be doing just poorly enough where Trump supporters are actually calling for a rematch, even after what happened on the January 6th Capitol riot, with, trending, people literally arguing, was Trump better or is Biden better? You wouldn't think that would be happening so quickly into Biden's presidency. Do you think this is a flash in the pan, or is this thing going to catch fire?
What?
It's so early. I mean,
Do you think that could it sustain enough time?
Yeah, I think that people are going to be energized about Trump for it to stay enough energy. I don't know if he's going to run, and just so many things could happen in 3 years.
It's a nothing burger.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He stays healthy. He's running.
People are going to be talking about Trump running until he literally is a dead man. Like, even if it's not this next election, they'll talk about him in the next election. Like,
well, it was buzzing on this past weekend, and that's the buzz on this Monday morning.
All right.
Nice. All right. Well, yes, it is Monday morning, so let's start off the week with a morbid one for you guys. And the reason I chose this one is because it really hits close to home for me. More on that later. Before I begin, I want to go around the room here. Basic apartment complexes with 3 floors, guys. You guys are bottoms or tops? I assume nobody's a middle, but you guys going bottom, or you guys going the 3rd floor?
Well, okay. So outside of moving, I'd say top. But the moving's a bitch.
It depends on the view, but if you're poolside 1st floor.
Okay.
Someone doing a nervous knee tap.
Oh, is that me? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's okay.
It's just the Sunday shakes.
Everything's cool.
Is someone going through withdrawal?
It's just scary. Just rolling it on Mark. He's jittering at his desk.
Edited the audio. So Wes, sorry, I was talking about you're asking whether we would rather be on the top or the bottom apartment.
Of a 3-story, like a normal 3-story apartment.
Top,
complex.
easily. It gets broken into less.
Okay.
Well, also it's just you create the noise. You don't.
But
hear
you could
the
have
noise.
a rock thrown through your window.
Yeah, you get the
as we
view.
learned.
You get the view, and you the noise travels down to where you're stomping on people's faces, not vice versa.
Right. It is harder to stay cooler in the summertime, but I'm with you guys. I go top. And let's just go to El Paso, Texas, at the Cielo Vista Apartments for a lesson of why you should always go top floor in a 3-story apartment building. And an absolute nightmare of a story. Last Wednesday, Ana Cardenas awoke at 4 a.m. to what she thought was the sound of rain or a leak dripping from above her. But when she turned on the light, she realized it was not your normal leak from the apartment upstairs. It was fucking blood raining down on her.
Yep. If you're on the top floor, you can't have blood rain down on you from the ceiling.
No, you can't.
You could.
That's a fact.
What if there was a blood storm?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, actual blood storm from the sky.
If there was a blood storm.
Yeah.
No. So what happened was
the middle floor girl was yeah.
What happened was that her neighbor upstairs fucking died. And to make matters worse, so the blood was pouring down from the ceiling and her ceiling fan was going. So it was just splattering the blood everywhere on her walls, on her bed, probably in her mouth. Yeah.
Horror scene.
Oh.
Yeah, horror scene. Fucking horror scene. So she told the news that, quote, "It grossed me out. I was in shock. I thought this isn't real. This is a dream. Wake up." So her first thought was, oh, some blood dripping from the ceiling. I better call the maintenance people. This idiot.
Get on the horn with the maintenance people. There's blood falling from my ceiling. Okay, we got a few light bulbs to fix. We'll be over in about 30.
Man, I'm on beer 6, man. I ain't coming over there. Fuck off.
Still chance.
Yeah.
Call 911.
So finally, they're like, "Are you sure?" She then hung up on them. Then she called the fucking cops. And when firefighters broke down the door to her upstairs neighbor, they found them dead right above where Anna's ceiling fan was, and he was fucking decomposing. Just for 5 or 6 days, he had been dead. I don't know how she didn't smell him.
How did they not call the cops first? Why,
Don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What-
saying.
you-
What's up with the blood? 5 or 6 days later, so he like fell and hit his head and like was
gross.
bleeding out. Like,
I think the body was just decomposing and like it like seeps
Ew.
out stuff.
Yeah, he
I
was literally just like melting into the floor.
He's just seeping out. So she's
Disgusting.
and then they pulled the ceiling fan down and blood just poured down from the ceiling
Oh,
fan.
Oh,
So she's
come
she's traumatized, and the apartment told her tough luck after she had to throw away a ton of her shit and move out because her apartment was a biohazard.
they're like, you chose the first floor.
Yeah, you got to make your lease there. Would you say anything about it in the lease?
Well,
Yeah.
they said
She's got to pay for it. She's got to pay for the fan.
she said I told them my bed is covered in blood, and they told me they're sorry, but the insurance won't pay it. So this is
she's gonna get screwed for this.
Yeah, she's getting screwed for it. But so she did what has become the new norm. She online begged for help, basically just, standing on a corner online. She set up a GoFundMe and has raised over $13,500 already. I think Bubba's got the picture of it. Yeah, well, that's not it, Bubba. That's
There it is.
okay. There it is. Oh, well, that's not the one I want to put up. But anyway,
Okay.
with one person donating $2,500, I generously donated $5 on our behalf. It says
Very
from,
good.
Right.
from Hard Factor News. Thanks for the story. Better luck at your next apartment. Love, love Hard Factor.
That was not a hepatitis
thoughtful
test.
of you, Wes.
yeah.
Wes,
Oh.
that fulfills rule number 7 of Fat Boy Summer as well, which is do something nice for somebody. So
That's right.
we all checked it off for this week.
Yeah,
We're
that's
we're
right.
done for the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done for the week. I mean, this does kind of piss me off. Could be a scam. I didn't see if Bubba's got the other picture of the. She posted a picture of the fan. I didn't see any blood in it, but it's been kind of national news.
There better be a tooth in that fan, or you
Yeah.
should get your money back.
But I said that this hit close to home for me in the beginning because like 5 years ago, I was living in one of those 3-story apartment buildings, and the lady below me in the middle floor who lived alone suddenly stopped smoking like 200 cigarettes a day on her balcony below me. And then about 2 days later at night, I was out smoking, and these 2 guys came walking up and were trying to yell for her, knocking on her door, asking me if I had seen her. They were like going to climb up through the balcony, through her sliding glass door. And I was like, oh no. And then that weird smell I was getting started to make a little sense. So they called the cops, broke down the door, and she was slumped against the door, like to the stairwell in her apartment. I guess she like maybe tried to make it out to get some help, but she died because
gross.
when they opened the door, that smell like wafted into the fucking stairwell. It almost made me pass out.
I don't remember this story from
yeah.
you, Wes.
Oh,
I
you
think
don't?
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I started thinking about all the things that I'd done, like with a corpse literally below me, within like 20 feet of a corpse. Like I ate pizza within 20 feet of a corpse.
You jerked off under a corpse.
Exactly. I jerked off right
She's
over
her little ghost. Her little ghost head was watching you jerk off.
Well, lucky
I
for
ate
you,
cinnamon
you were-
toast crunch next to a
Oh.
corpse. Like all
So
of it.
you'll never go first floor. You have to go top floor now after that.
I
experience.
will absolutely go top floor forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
There's the
can't die on
actual
top of
GoFundMe.
someone if you're on the top.
That's right.
She's got 14,000 already.
Yeah. She's
What is it?
she's gonna buy
what is
a
it-
house.
What is it for? Like
It's for her belongings. She had to throw away a bunch of her stuff.
Oh.
She's in a temporary like shelter.
I'm sure she had $14,000 worth of belongings
No,
in the first
it's
not
floor of
enough
her
money.
apartment. Yeah.
It really isn't. I hope
Is
she
it to
gets
get,
enough
is it to
for a
get
down
new
payment.
skin?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all the therapy she's gonna need
Yeah,
probably.
the
but-
soap she needs to buy. Yeah.
Lots of cleaning, and
Right.
then a house, so she
Yeah.
can get out of that apartment complex.
Exactly. And
I think 14's enough.
14's enough. Yeah. And speaking of therapy,
Well, you didn't get blood rained on.
no.
I'm not stupid enough to get on the first floor.
If that, okay,
22 is the number. Just so you know.
22 is the number. Yeah. She only wanted 5, but she'll take it.
This idiot's gonna throw this money away.
Yeah. Yeah. She's getting
signs a
a
new first floor.
Yeah.
In the basement on board.
she's probably gonna get like a $3,000 lease with that money. Anyway, speaking of therapy, guys, after that one, you might need to talk to someone about it, maybe, or I need to talk to someone about it. Maybe you're going through something even worse than what Anna experienced, and that is where Talkspace comes in. Talkspace is after a emotionally draining year we all endured in 2020. There are positive things on the horizon in 2021. It's time to take what we learned in 2020 and start heading in a new direction. That's why instead of just celebrating a month of mental health awareness, it should be our priority all year long. Take the first step with online therapy. Talkspace is the #1 online therapy platform that has thousands of licensed therapists trained in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, and more. Your therapist can help you set and achieve your goals. Talkspace is secure and private using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information and complying with the latest HIPAA regulations. So, you know, it's really a good thing to do if you are going through some stuff. I highly recommend it. As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $100 off your first month with Talkspace. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com. Make sure to use code HARDFACTOR to get $100 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's HARDFACTOR and Talkspace.com.
Okay. So if you're new to the show or you missed a couple episodes, anytime we do a story that has to do with America on TikTok, nothing. When we do a story that has to do with not America on TikTok, everything. So we launched this segment called the TikTok International Moment. And it's a lightning round of 3 international stories. The idea being one of them is probably going to go fire.
In fact,
on TikTok.
We were right, but then they took it down because they said we were bullying.
We've already been too hot for TikTok with one.
The French pilot strapped to the pole was on its way to infinity views, and then it got taken down because we didn't discourage the bullying that went on and maybe encouraged it.
We encouraged it a little bit. I mean, the guy was probably a bitch.
We called him a bitch.
We cut our
said he deserved it.
Achilles heel on our way, charging towards the battlefield of virality. And it's not fucking fair. But we get a new shot every show. So let's see if we can't make some of these go viral. Bubba, do you have the timer?
Wait.
Okay. Oh, did we begin? All right.
No. Go back.
Restart.
Okay, Pat. You tell him when to start.
You say go, Pat.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say, Bubba. Here's today's TikTok International Moment. Since the beginning of time, guys, the older generation has been complaining about the younger generation getting softer. And things are no different in Soviet Russia, which is why the defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, suggested at a meeting of the Russian Geographical Society last month that Mother Russia bolster their exponentially soft military ranks by cloning a division of 3,000-year-old dead Russian super warriors using their recently uncovered DNA. Yeah, hell yeah. We're talking about the Scythians, guys. And the Scythians, if you don't know, cruised around Eurasia between the 9th and 2nd centuries BC, just absolutely fucking shit up with their archery and equestrian skills. And they never complained about things like workplace diversity, lack of access to cell phone chargers, or clean drinking water. About 2 decades ago, a mass grave of these dead, gritty nomads was discovered in perfectly preserved Russian permafrost, which naturally led the defense minister to say, let's give these guys another shot. That's Russia. Let's take it over to Britain. If there's one thing the British know how to do other than losing their colonies because of their inability to part from their fancy boy battle style, it's band together during times of national crisis. We saw it with their step upper lift during World War II. And if England wants to keep its favorite pastime of slamming pints at the pub alive, they're going to have to really put on their drinking knickers this summer because finance experts in England have announced that in order to save the struggling hospitality industry, Brits are going to have to drink 124 pints per person this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. To which most of them responded, yeah. And meet your local pub needs you. Fuck.
Keep going.
That's an amazing. I love that's a promo. Local pub.
Okay. The meet the your local pub needs you movement. And it's not just for booth hounds neither. In perhaps the most British sentence ever, quote, for those who don't want to consume alcohol, it also suggests that people can eat 974 packets of crisps or 40 roast dinners at the pub. Guys, the campaign isn't being embraced by all of the Queen's subjects, however, with London having to resort to painting walls near pubs with a special paint that repels liquids back toward the direction from whence they came. Yeah. That was before the pandemic, so I'm telling you guys that this summer promises to be a nightmare for street sweepers throughout the nation's capital.
Trick paint.
Yeah, it's trick paint. It's awesome. Get your knickers wet. And finally, guys, a 76-year-old woman in India who tested positive for COVID-19 woke up moments before her cremation. This is according to local media reports. The family, assuming she had died, returned home and prepared her for cremation. And then she started crying and opened her eyes moments before the family were going to burn her to death. The woman is now being treated at a local hospital where she's actively reworking her will.
Yeah, they really wanted her dead. They really wanted her dead.
What'd they do?
Get her right to the crematorium. She just went to sleep.
Damn.
Holy shit.
That's fucked up.
Nice.
Those are some crazy ones. The 124 pints is badass, though. That's why England keeps an edge.
That's no problem for a Brit. I like the Russian super soldier story. That was cool.
Yeah, right.
Well,
just ignoring evolution.
You know what that is?
These guys are going to thrive in today's world.
It's like almost like Jurassic Park. Like
no. It's exactly the Clone Wars and Star Wars.
Right.
It's literally they're all going to be a bunch of like Boba Fett's or whatever when they like the clones.
Yeah, super soldiers.
Super soldiers.
I fucked up the timing. Sorry, Bubba.
It's okay. So I think that it's an evolving.
We're learning lessons on
I think we should do 40 seconds per story because in TikTok it can go up to a minute. So it would be 40, 80, a minute, and 2 minutes. It'd be like a 2-minute segment, and then right, but 4 minutes you don't give any time for cutting. I would say 40 seconds a story, so you're gonna have to write them a little bit shorter because Wes was talking too fast. You got to talk at like a normal pace, otherwise.
Well, that's why I was like, I could talk.
It's not gonna go viral if you're like.
I gotta slow it down after Machine Gun West.
Yes.
Hey, I got some compliments on how well I did the TikTok moment.
I think I was sympathy compliments.
You beat the
No, they weren't.
Yeah. No one understood what the hell you were saying.
Hey, you got to keep up.
Yeah.
I listened back and I understood exacly what I said.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
That's good.
I like it.
40 seconds, I think, is a sweet spot.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there. The TikTok moment is here to stay. And today's
voicemail about it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Wes.
Wes got the receipts.
Yeah.
He's got proof. And it's good. It's a great segment. I'm excited for it.
Haters.
The TikTok International Moment. Today's TikTok International Moment was also brought to you by Fast Growing Trees, one of our amazing sponsors. If you've seen the show clips recently or been watching the YouTube show, you'll know that the Hard Factor Studio in Reno recently added a beautiful ficus tree to the set. The name that won the tournament was Fuckus the Ficus. Also, Treesus is up there too. Basically, they tied for 1A, 1B. This tree was the healthiest indoor plant I've ever owned or received. It was thriving immediately out of the box.
What are you talking about Will?
Well, it still is because I replanted it today. It's actually thriving still. But I waited a little long, and that's on me, not Fast Growing Trees. Because when it arrived in a box, like you just order it from, online anywhere, it was so fresh, so thriving. The most convenient plant acquisition of my entire life. No kidding. I recently repotted it, like I was saying, still going strong. I'm pretty sure that Fuckus is going to be around for a really long time. He's adding a lot of color to the Hard Factor Studio. Don't only skip the big box stores, skip the entire trip to the nursery altogether and head to fastgrowingtrees.com, the world's largest online nursery. No more waiting in lines, messy cars, and digging through a lackluster selection. Just go to fastgrowingtrees.com and choose from thousands of varieties of trees, shrubs, plants, expertly curated to thrive in your area. You can search by area, and it'll arrive at your door in just 1 or 2 days. It's really amazing. Indoor, outdoor, big, small trees and plants. Fast Growing Trees has it all. And looking at their easily searchable online catalog is way more convenient than roaming rows of plants at a nursery. You're going to miss what you really want. You can look at it by pictures. Much better this way. Planting season is here right now. Join over 1 million satisfied gardeners at fastgrowingtrees.com. Plus, the 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee means that your plants will arrive happy, healthy, and ready for planting. They really do. I can attest to that. Now through June 30th, go to fastgrowingtrees.com/factor for 15% off. That's big savings on some of these trees. That's 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com/factor, fastgrowingtrees.com/factor. Get in on it.
And I have an important PSA brought to you by manscaped.com. It's your pubic service announcement and the news you've all been waiting for. The Manscaped engineering team has confirmed they have successfully created the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, which is now available for purchase in the U.S. and Canada. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you guys, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code HARDFACTOR at manscaped.com. And if you thought the Lawnmower 3.0 was great, which it is, you won't believe the new trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. It's got advanced ceramic blade and skin-safe technology that's so good, you'll laugh at how unnerve-wracking it is to shave your balls for the first time ever. I cut my balls so many times I just stopped trimming them until Manscaped came into my life. It's got a new multi-function on-off switch that can engage a travel lock for those who like to travel. It's got the 4.0 has a 4000K LED light. Will is displaying probably a 3000K.
This was a lowly 3,
right,
and it's incredible.
This
so
is
I can't even
4,000.
imagine how the 4 is better.
Oh yeah, and you can turn that off and on, and you have four guard sizes as well. It also looks amazing. You can put them on display with pride. Oh, and it's waterproof and has wireless charging. So get fucked. It's just an incredible trimmer. Their Weed Whacker nose hair trimmer is also the best and easiest way to trim your nose hairs. That's a great product too. Check it out. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code HARDFACTOR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use code HARDFACTOR at checkout. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. And now, for the last story of the show, I've got one here that's going to make Wes's skin crawl. Probably a lot of people's, but I mean, this story is really going to keep Wes up at nights. He's going to wake up in a cold sweat, sitting up like the Undertaker, and just start screaming when he, that's what we're
Wes
talking
has got a
about
high
here.
threshold for darkness. So
Is it about getting remarried to your baby mama's baby mama?
Whoa, no.
Oh, okay.
Shots fired.
All right. Cupcake Court.
Yeah. Hope she doesn't listen to the show. That's because a woman in California is believed to have washed a $27 million winning lottery ticket in the washing machine, completely destroying any evidence she ever possessed the winning ticket.
Oh my God, is she alive still?
How do you like that, Wes? Yeah.
Is she still alive?
I don't know. At the time of this recording, I think so.
Oh my God!
If she offed herself, we're gonna have to cut this segment out. Yeah.
Wes's house is it's like a lottery ticket graveyard because he's so paranoid that he might lose a winner, even though he knows that they're losers. They're there. He doesn't throw them away.
Oh, Wes, did you notice anything on my coffee table?
I certainly did, Mark.
Yeah. What was it when you were watching the cats?
There are a few scratchers there.
Yeah, there were
a couple fresh ones.
Did that get your juices flowing?
It really, really brightened my day. I got to be honest, because I was like, look, he's doing it. I'm doing it. We're in it together. Yeah.
Wes,
did you go buy some?
I mean, I bought one last night.
Okay, there you go.
Do you remember our weekly grand run that we had that one time?
I do. Quick 20, baby.
Yeah, we bought out like 12 gas stations worth of weekly grands.
We kept getting quick 20s.
Buying back in.
That's amazing. Those are the dreams, the weekly grands or the weekly 2500s. Anyways.
Yeah,
that's a very expensive. You're right. That's a very expensive load of laundry. It's about 100 million quarters for that load that she washed. The winning Super Lotto Plus ticket for the 14th of November drawing was sold at an Arco AM/PM convenience store in the Los Angeles suburb of Norwalk, and last Thursday was the last day to redeem the ticket, and nobody had, which is odd for that large of an amount. An employee of the store that sold the winning ticket, Esperanza Hernandez, told the local news that a woman did come in Wednesday, probably hysterically, telling workers that she had put the ticket in her pants and it was destroyed in the laundry.
Oh. Okay. This is the one thing you don't do with your fucking lottery tickets.
I got
put them in your pocket.
Because I try as I might. I never take shit out of my pockets before I wash them. Like I've ruined so many pants this way, and I love pants. There would be some evidence left.
Headphones.
Not if it went through the dryer too.
Not the numbers.
Yeah, how do you prove that this thing is pulp? Probably because if she just got the like quick picks or whatever, it's just like a fucking paper.
So what they did, Will, is the store manager reviewed the surveillance video, and it did show the woman buying a ticket on the 14th of November. The video was handed over to California lottery agents to investigate. I guess that's usually the way that they do it.
They can't verify timestamps and all that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it has like a zoom in of the numbers because usually, yeah, exactly. Usually the lottery agents, what they need is like photographic evidence. So this is for you too, Pat. You're supposed to take a picture of the front and back of your lottery tickets, and if you have that on your smartphone, good enough for the lottery agent. So then you can wash whatever you want. But whenever you buy lottery tickets, maybe take a picture of the front and back right away, just in case.
Start taking pictures of other people's lotto tickets is what I'm going to start doing.
There you go. That works too.
I've got the old man system where I literally have one of those like plastic slips, like a real degenerate has. That it's just a lottery slip that's got my plays, it's got my tickets in it. It goes in a special place after I buy my ticket.
You have a lottery ticket holder.
I've got a lottery ticket holder, and
I love the confidence you have, Wes.
Some people have like stamp. Like letters. Okay, yeah.
Wes, do you have one of the things where you can like slam them on a spike when they don't win?
No,
so you could just have like a stack of losers.
I tear the tops when they don't win.
Oh, there you go.
System. It's not if, it's when, Wes.
Is it a hutch?
What?
Would you describe it as like in a hutch?
No, it's like an envelope. It's like an official like blue plastic envelope that it's a lottery envelope.
Yeah, it's like a bank on bank.
Yeah.
When
that
thing you carry money around.
Do you ever freak out on your son if that thing's out of place?
If I don't know where it is, I have freaked out before.
Yeah, where's my? Of course you have. Where's my lottery envelope?
Oh, I wish you were kidding.
Oh my god!
I'm not kidding.
But yeah, so like the woman apparently like was well known at the stores, so like they're all like vouching for her. They're like, we don't believe Dolores is a liar. So it's really sad. Only 4 lottery prizes of over $20 million or more have not been claimed in the U.S. in the last 25 years. So she's not.
One
not
was
doing it
67
right.
million. I saw.
Yeah, someone didn't claim 67
You know what's a
million.
trip? Did you guys hear that story about the guy who wrote the algorithm for how they picked the lotto numbers, and he started scamming the lotto? And he was kind of doing the McMillions.
You knew
thing,
how, yeah.
Where at first he was having like his brother cash a ticket in, then his a friend of a friend. He went to cash one in, and they were suspicious about it for some reason, and they wouldn't give him the winnings until they reviewed the surveillance tape, and then they saw that it was him, and they were like, okay. But
So what was he doing? What was this? What was the scam?
He wrote the algorithm on how to pick the winning number. So he knew that if he played a certain number on a certain day, like he knew what the number was going to be one day every year or one day every month or something like that.
What?
Because he wrote the algorithm.
He was manually picking numbers.
He backdoored himself.
Oh, no, he wrote it. He wrote it and then put it in action. Then he knew on September 14th.
He hard coded a winner in.
But that's why he went to the store on September 14th and like picked the numbers.
Yeah, he just ran out of people, I guess.
He wasn't like telling people to randomly generate the numbers for him. Yeah,
he got caught though, right?
He got caught because they wouldn't give the prize over because they thought it was suspicious until they verified that who bought the ticket, and then they saw it was him.
Damn, you got it. The moral is you have to kill the person that writes the algorithm for the lottery,
unless it's you.
Well, also you have to review the code and make sure he's not putting in winners.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The lottery people have to kill him.
Who's going to review the code? Will they hired
QA people that you're supposed to? I'm sure you're supposed to have that. Like if there's a gaming commission or whatever.
But then you have an army of people that know.
I get it now. Okay.
You know what's funny about that story is his best buddy. Right, he was the tech guy at the lottery, so like all of his buddies also worked at the lottery, and he was like buying new houses and stuff.
Yeah.
What a dick! Just flaunting it in everybody's face. They're all like making like 50 a year.
He had a basketball court in his house.
Oh, that scam and son of a bitch. So the prize money was likely going to go to California public schools unless she somehow wins this appeal, which is
that's
not.
Good news.
Well, yeah.
Can they name a school after
it's
her,
good. It's good news for the schools, but not for her because now she's like an evil villain going up against the public schools because she washed the fucking ticket. She's so stupid.
Give her the money if she can prove it, and then if not, name a school after her. I think that's all fair.
Yeah, and what do you do? Or she deserves a GoFundMe more than Blood Lady. What do you do if? If you're her and they say sorry, no proof you own the ticket? Wes already kind of hinted at he's going to kill himself. Like you can't go on with normal life after something like that, right? Like you
be an epic relapse.
You got to write a book. You got to capitalize on it somehow. You got to get some press, like a GoFundMe, like we were just talking about. Like you got to capitalize on.
That'll be a $6-7 grand from book royalties,
right? And after you actually have to write the fucking book. If that's me in that situation.
Oh no, OnlyFans. You could do something like that doesn't require writing.
Well, the OnlyFans for me, they'd be seeing me ODing within a week. Needles in both arms, bottles of booze all over the motel room floor, the whole place smelling like dry jizz and marijuana. That would be the scene for me.
You try to rob a bank and then you have like a way out if like you're about to get arrested.
Yeah. No, I mean I would just get a motel and start ordering escorts.
It would just end it.
It's Monday, guys. Let's not be so fucking dark, please.
Well, that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Check your lottery tickets is my advice for the day.
What you're just gonna get over it, Pat?
Les, can we get?
Pat's just gonna look at the bright side of life.
Yeah, for the promo tomorrow. Can we get a look at your envelope? Is that what you're getting at, Pat?
Can we get one in the store? Can we get a West branded Lotto safekeeping envelope in the store?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lottery.
Money carrier would be.
I'll show you my envelope tomorrow.
Picture of West on it.
Do the swipe up. Do the swipe up with your lottery holder thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for the show. Like Will said, 512-270-1480 is the phone number to call and leave messages. And leave us 5-star reviews, kick those algorithms going, turn on all of our videos and stuff, even if you don't watch them, to get the algorithm going. Like them, comment on them, even with letters like AGGF, whatever. Just keep that algorithm going, so we're taking over. We had like infinity reach on Instagram. We had
algorize this bitch.
We absolutely destroyed the reach on Instagram.
By the way,
past week. Thanks to you guys.
Thanks to Hardo Hive. The road to 50K on Instagram is looking good. We're really
good.
We're motoring. So get on there on the Instagram because we're blowing up on there. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
We're growing like pretty much faster than we've ever been, I think, besides when we first started. So thanks to you guys. Let's keep it up. Fatboy Summer. #Fatboy Summer. #We love you. #have a great fucking day.